Hi friends, welcome back. I've been spending some time nurturing and growing out my natural nails on my left hand. This is my main hand for content, so it's growing out really well. However, on my thumb, I broke off that corner and it's pretty low and it doesn't look great at all. I'm afraid that it's going to break down even further, so I want to make sure that I fix that before it gets any worse. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity to try out this Kokoist Fixee Gel in natural. So I've heard a lot of great things about this, how the color is meant to mimic your free edge, so it looks really natural, and it's really easy to use. I bought this several months ago and just recently refound it. So now I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to give it a try. So you can see it's like that kind of natural, like off-whitish, yellowish type color. So we're going to give it a shot, and if all goes well, it'll look like I didn't even repair this nail. I've already done some cuticle prep off camera, so I'm going to start with cleaning up my free edge a little bit using my Bonafide Beauty glass nail file. I'm not going to remove any length because there isn't a lot of length. I just want to clean up the free edge a little bit. I will only ever use a glass nail file on my natural nails because they're gentle to your natural nails. They don't give you micro tears. So I just really want to be careful and make sure my natural nails stay healthy. And this file is part of the 2-in-1 File and Shine set from Bonafide Beauty. So this is the buffer that comes with it. So one side is a nail file and the other side is a nano grit buffer, which I've never seen a glass nail buffer before, and it works so well. I was skeptical, but I'm going to show you really quickly on my index finger what that looks like. So you don't want to apply too much pressure, but you're just going to run that across your nail and it's going to smooth it down, leaving like this high shine. So I'm just really impressed with how well it works. So when I dust it off, look at that shine. It is so beautiful, but that's not the point of today's video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dust off my nail using some isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free wipe. I also want to make sure that I'm dehydrating it. So I'm just using some prep to dehydrate. And to build out that little corner, I'm going to be using some paper nail forms. This is a huge roll I got from iGel Beauty probably like 6 years ago. This is going to last me forever because one, I don't use forms that often, and two, that's just a large roll. Better for salons, but regardless, that's what I have. So I removed that middle piece and I'm putting it on the back of the form to kind of reinforce where that free edge is. I like to split that end and then I'm going to kind of bend it in the middle to make sure that it's flexible, and then the ends I'm going to kind of stick together. And so that's the kind of shape I like to use when I'm doing nail forms. And then you want to fit your nail underneath it. So you want to make sure that it's at the center of your nail, that your nail is fitting snug, or the form is fitting snugly underneath your free edge, so there aren't any gaps. So you kind of have to play with it a little bit just to make sure that it's straight and that's snug. And then you can properly like secure it to your finger, and that's going to be where I'm going to build out that natural nail. And I'm going to do a little bit of an almond because why not if I'm building out my nail. But of course I'm going to start with a layer of base gel first. So this is my Nail Bio Doi Basic Gel Base Coat. I really like using this gel base coat because it's got a small like scrubby brush. So whenever you're doing a layer of base gel, you want to make sure that you're scrubbing that into your natural nail. So that's what I'm doing here, making sure that I'm scrubbing it in. And then once I got that on, I'm going to cure it for a full 60 seconds. And I bought some new things from Icon Nail Supply. I heard about them through Shop House Nails, so I wanted to give them a try. They're like a nail supplier. So I got this medium oval brush and it looks so cool. It is so thin, so I thought it'd be perfect to use for like gel application. So I'm just removing the glue from it and then we're going to try it out. So taking a look at this Fixie Gel, it's very stretchy, I guess is a good word for it. Like I didn't expect that. I do like the color of it, but it is very stretchy. So I'm just going to pick some of that out of the jar, and then I'm going to work at my free edge area to apply it. So it's going to go a little bit over my nail bed, but I don't want to go past too much of my natural free edge because obviously it's that kind of creamish color. So I'm going to work on getting that from sidewall to sidewall. But the one thing that surprised me about this gel, which I wasn't expecting, which it is like a fiber gel, I believe, and I haven't worked with any fiber gels, is just how like elastic and stretchy it is. So every time I kind of tried to stretch it out, it would stretch back to where I originally had it. So I kind of had to play around with it to get it to kind of stretch and stay where I wanted it because it kept like snapping back. So I hadn't heard anyone mention that before. So that was really interesting. I don't think it was a bad thing. It's just something that I wasn't expecting when I was working with this gel. So I'm just working on getting that a good amount on that free edge on my natural nail because obviously I want it to adhere to my natural nail. And I'm just building out a little bit of an extension. I don't want to go too crazy. I just want to do like a short almond. So I'm kind of building that out. So I don't know if you can see the lines on my paper form, but there's that little line above the one. That's kind of where I'm going to. So I really like that on the paper forms, I kind of have like a shape guide. So that's kind of what I'm going by. And I'm not worried about building up like opacity just yet. So I'm going to do an additional layer after this one, but I want to get my first layer down to make sure that it's adhered to my nail and to get like the basic shape down. And then I can cure it and then do another layer. Prior to purchasing this jar, I had been eyeing it for a while, but I held off because I do think it's a bit pricier. So just a forewarning, I bought it from Sweetie Nail Supply and this like 4-gram jar was like $15. They have a larger jar. I can't remember how many grams it is, but it was like over $50. So it made me a little bit hesitant. But now that I've worked with it, now that I've gotten the feel for it, I actually do think it's a good investment, at least for me. So I may eventually purchase a larger jar, but for now I'm going to use up what I have in this smaller jar. So I cured that second layer for a full 60 seconds, and now I want to build up the rest of my nail bed to match it. So I'm using a clear builder gel for this. So I'm using my Nail Bio Doi Basics gel. This is the clear gel, so it's a builder gel. So the Nail Bio Doi Basics set comes with the gel base, clear gel, and then top coat. If you've been around my channel, you know that I love all three. This is my favorite clear builder gel to use. It just lasts so well for me. I never get lifting. It stays clear. It's strong. So I'm just applying that to my nail bed, trying to build that up so it matches like the height of the free edge that I just built. And then I'm taking a liner brush. This one is from Icon Nail Supply as well. This is the 7mm, 9mm, 7mm. I just checked it. And I have to say, I bought their whole brush set, and they're the thinnest nail art brushes I have ever used. So I definitely highly recommend, and I'll leave everything I used in today's video linked down below in the description, but definitely check out Icon Nail Supply. I think she's just starting, so she doesn't have a ton, but they are all super affordable. And from what I can tell from what I've bought, super high quality. So I'm just moving my builder gel around, getting as close to my sidewalls and cuticle area as possible, cleaning that up. And then once I've got that full nail covered, I'm going to turn it upside down so it can start leveling. And so if you can kind of see at that side profile how it's a little bit uneven. So I'm going to add a little bit of builder gel to that area to kind of fill in that gap. And then I'm going to hold it there for about 10-15 seconds to let it continue to level. And then I'll cure it for a full 60 seconds. Once that's cured, I'm going to go ahead and remove my paper form because I already have my structure and it's easier to work with. You never want to rip away your paper form. Just gently remove it from your nail because you don't want to rip away the free edge that you just created. And so now I'm going to go in with a second layer of builder gel just to continue to build it out. I just didn't need the form anymore, and it's kind of like clunky to work with that big form. So I'm just applying a dollop to my nail. Once again, not worried about getting close to my free edge or cuticle area because I'll go in with the liner brush and get a little bit closer. But I just want to make the surface of my nail as even as possible with that free edge that I built. So I'm just pushing around that gel. You kind of float that bead of builder gel on your nail. You don't really want to brush it on because it's a larger bead. And then taking that liner brush, getting as close to the cuticle area and sidewalls as possible. And so with this builder gel, I have plenty of time to work with it. This is the kind of viscosity that I prefer in a builder gel because it's not super thick where it's just like hard to move around, but it's not running on me even though like my fingers to the side. So I've got time to work with it without it getting super messy. because I don't like when I have to rush when it's a thinner builder gel, because then it'll start like seeping into my sidewall. So this is what I like to use for builder gel. And once I'm happy with my final layer, I'm going to give it a full cure for 60 seconds. And all builder gels cure with a tacky inhibition layer. So after I cure it, I'm going to take some isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free wipe to wipe down my nail to remove that inhibition layer. So I'm doing the surface as well as underneath it, because if I try to file and buff on top of that inhibition layer, it's going to be all gunky and nasty. So I want to make sure that I'm removing that first. So I'm going to do just some quick filing and buffing. So filing to clean up the shape, and then I'll file a little bit on the surface to smooth it out, do some buffing, and then we'll be ready for top coat. For my top coat, I'm going to be using the Yoga Mayo Glass Top Coat. I got this in my last Sweetie Nail Supply haul, and I've been really loving it. I always heard great things about it, but I hadn't tried it. But I love how thin it is. Just look at the consistency. So it doesn't leave any pull. So it's nice and thin, so it doesn't create any bulk, because I love a thin top coat. And it actually stays super shiny. So I have a rubber base gel overlay on my right hand, and I've got the Yoga Mayo Glass Top on that, and it hasn't lost its shine yet. So I definitely recommend this top coat if you like a thinner top coat. So once I've got that on the nail, I'm going to cure it for a full 60 seconds. I went ahead and did the rest of my fingers off camera because I liked the way my thumb turned out. And so as always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles with my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil. This is Et Toi Go. I'm almost out of it because I love this one so much. So it's a great like summery scent. It's like a cucumberish, melonish type scent. So it's very fresh. It's not overly fruity or sweet. But that pretty much wraps up today's video. So let me know what you think. Does this look natural? Can you tell that I built this extension? I feel like in hindsight, I should have filed a little bit less because I lost some of the opacity of the color. So if you look closely, you can see where the extension starts, where my free edge ends. But I feel like all in all, for my first time, I'm really impressed with this Fixie Gel. I think it works really well. It's easy to work with. I love that it's that natural color, so I don't have to do any work after the fact to use like a cream or ivory colored gel to if I wanted to look more like the natural free edge. It's just all kind of built into the one. So I loved it so much that I did the rest of my fingers. So let me know what you think about it. So I hope this video was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. As always, I appreciate being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.